Money mindset is not a motivational speech, but it's simply the beliefs and the habits that you have around money. There are certain things you need to know about how you can handle money. Do you believe money always finishes? Do you believe money is hard to keep? Do you believe you must enjoy it now because tomorrow is uncertain? Do you believe you are not good with money? These beliefs don't just stay in your head, they affect your daily choices. So this is just to double down the fact that the beliefs and the habits that you have around money is usually the driving force behind your choices when it comes to your financial life. And these daily choices shape your financial lifestyle. Now, do you know that your mindset is your greatest investment ever? Yes, stay with me here. We usually think that investing means putting money somewhere for it to grow. But mindset is an investment too because it determines how you use every money that you touch. Two people can earn the same money, one grows steadily while the other is always under financial pressure. Often the difference is not intelligence, but is how you relate to money. So when you improve mindset, you improve your entire lifestyle as a whole. Sometimes, so whenever you are improving, it simply means that you have to improve discipline wise, decision making wise, being patient, and then it creates stability. And those things create long term progress. And so today, one takeaway from this video is that investment is not only about putting money in a particular maybe stock exchange or maybe in a bank for it to grow for you, but investment also means changing your mindset for how you relate to money. Now, let me share with you three common money mindset that keep people stuck. The first mindset or mindset number one is scarcity thinking. Scarcity thinking is when you feel like money is never enough, even when you have some, right? Thinking simple means that you're always saying that, oh, money is never enough because your problems are usually more than the amount of money you have. And this scarcity thinking, it leads to the following stuff in your life. It leads to what we call panic spending. You're like, oh, if I don't use this money for this, I'll end up spending it without knowing what I use the money for. So this actually we call it panic spending. Then the next thing that scarcity thinking brings in your life is what we call fear-based decisions. So you are making a decision based on that you fear that, oh, this money is never enough. If I don't do A for this person, I will be in trouble in the next moment. So your decisions are not based on logic or even importance. It's just based on fear. The third thing that scarcity thinking brings to your life is anxiety around saving. You are like, I cannot save because money is never enough. Let me spend it on what I need to spend it on at the moment. And at the end, you feel guilty after spending it, right? So you are like, oh, I had this amount of money and I cannot even account for it because I did some panic spending or maybe fear-based decisions. And then there's guilt that overwhelms you. Think about it logically. There are times you spend some money and you feel like, why did I even spend this money in the first place, right? So scarcity makes you act from pressure and not clarity. So you are just thinking that let me get this out of the way before I lose this money. So the practical shift that I can give to you is that instead of thinking I don't have enough, start thinking I need a plan for what I have, right? So to overcome scarcity thinking, just think about it like this. I have this amount. What plan can I devise to maximize the usage of that money that is in my hand? So even small money works better when there is structure, right? If you actually have a plan of what you want to do, you maximize the returns from the money that you have, even if it's small amount, right? Mindset number two, that's a common mindset that usually get people stuck is shortcut thinking. Yeah. So I mean, it clicks, right? Shortcut thinking. Shortcut thinking is the belief that money should come fast. And this is the main driving force that leads to gambling and other addiction that probably you think it could give you quick money. So it leads to betting mentality, just as I mentioned, rushing into quick wins. You can easily be scammed if you have shortcut thinking and joining schemes, these Ponzi schemes, and then chasing the hype. So shortcut thinking is expensive because it's usually it gives short excitement and long regret. You remember how you feel when you place that bet that has a potential win of thousands of dollars. That short excitement and the plan you have for yourself, and eventually you lose that money. So shortcut thinking, right? Practical shift how to avoid shortcut thinking is replace fast money with stable money. So in the long term view in this channel, instead of thinking about getting fast money, we are looking at how you can make stable and reliable income. Ask yourself, will this still make sense in 1 year? So shortcut thinking breeds the mentality of betting, gambling, joining schemes that can easily take advantage of you, even though it gives you short-term excitement but long-term regret. Mindset number two, avoidance thinking. Number three, right? Sorry for that. Mindset number three, avoidance thinking. Avoidance is when you don't want to face your money situation, right? You don't check your account, yeah, because you know you are going to be disappointed. You don't track your spending. This is a major reality check. Most of us don't check our spendings, and you avoid budget. You also avoid planning. So once you get money, the first thing that comes into your mind, you go ahead and spend it. Meanwhile, if you had budgeted and planned, you'll be able to see some waste that you can cut and then save some money. Now, avoidance feels like peace because you feel like I don't even know my financial situation, but it creates future stress. So the practical way to shift from that is to give your money 15 minutes a week, just 15 minutes. So when you get the money, think about it, take a 15-minute break, write down what you're going to buy, decide, and then make decisions if it's a waste or something that you're going to need in the long run, right? So you check your spending, list your bills, plan the week, and the habit alone can also create some form of control about your expenditure, right? So there are three practical habits that can build right mindset. Just as I've showed you the practical habits that always lead to people being stuck. So let's get into the last bit of this video. Learn to pause before spending, right? So to build the right mindset, learn to pause before spending. So anytime you want to spend, pause for like 10 seconds and deliberate about it to see if it is the right decision today, tomorrow, and even the following week. The second habit is to reduce money noise, right? Too much subscription, too much obligations, too much payments, too much small leads. So those amount of money noise can usually create some unfair financial stress in your life. So if you reduce those money noise, you are likely to take control about your financial situation. So simplicity always creates what we call clarity. And then the third and final practical habit to build a good money mindset is build identity based discipline, right? Don't say I'm trying to save, just say I'm becoming someone who handles money with wisdom. Identity builds consistency. Just build that identity around yourself. If this video resonates with you, try to give a subscribe, a comment, and this build this together. If you have stayed up to this point, that simply means there is value that you have gotten from this video. Try to give me a subscribe and share with a friend who needs to take a cue or one or two from this video. Thank you.